had the Nur before Prophet ﷺ, they had Musa ﷺ brought the whole message, and they had many prophets, and then they lost it all. Or it could be the Jews at the time of the Prophet ﷺ who are seeing him and knowing what is in their book, still do not follow him and oppose him. And then lastly, it is actually could be our own state of affair that we have this message which is clear and loud and clear and with us, and we just keep ignoring it. So all of those groups can fall into these categories, and then whatever Allah explained that when these people are fall into those categories, this is what their outcome will be, and they are like deaf, dumb, and blind. They are like that literally, and then because they're not getting the right message. Okay? The message is there, but they're not able to see that. And then we talked about a little bit about heart, that this disease actually is a disease of heart. So we have to understand the Nur, as Prophet ﷺ said, the Nur of this came to my heart, and from him it transferred to the next generation, to the next. So it is very, very important to understand that a true teacher in Islam will be the one who has learned from something. So, people like me who just come here and try to explain that we are not true teachers. We are just fill in the blanks till the real people show up. Okay. So, but you will see the difference. What it means is, why I'm saying this point, there is so to speak a fashion now that how many of my sons can memorize Quran. This is not a bad thing, don't take me wrong at all. But memorizing Quran is only one aspect of the deen. But if they have memorized the Quran but they have not understood it, it's no good. Because the real need is now, do we understand the message? Especially when we are diversified into so many countries, so many languages, it is very, very hard. So what is needed still in America is a real scholar who has the ability and command of both languages, and then translates and spreads the message in this English language, because this is the lingua franca right now in the world, no matter what we say. Even Chinese are speaking English, because there is no other way around it for right now. And we do not have a scholar like that we have in the past. One of the last one you can count is Shawariullah Dehlvi. So one of his biggest work was that he translated Quran into Persian, Farsi. And there were fatwas about he's murtad now and he needs to be killed and all that. But the reason he did that, because he said this is the language of India. So if people don't know what this book says, they will not understand. So and then his son, one of his sons translated Quran in Urdu. So we're not just talking about translation, because there are many translations of English, but there is really still not a scholar of that caliber yet in the world shown up who has a command of both languages and carries the message forward. So anyhow, this is a digression. What I was trying to say is that it will always be the same principle. There is no deviation from that. People cannot become scholars by reading on the internet, by reading on the iPad, by reading on their own, no matter what tafsir it is. This has to be learned from a real scholar. So those of you, why I'm saying that, those of you who have children, think about it. This is one of the things. Everybody wants their child to be doctor. Okay, make one doctor. That's fine. But make one think about deen. Think about deen. This is extremely important service. And it's not just make them hafiz, it's not a service to the deen. I mean it is, but it's not the only service. It's good service, alhamdulillah, it's a good thing. But need more than a fast. So think about that. May Allah bless us. May Allah give us the understanding of the religion. May Allah give us the tawfiq to at least read one verse of the Quran every day and try to understand it. Not in Arabic only, but read the meaning, and then try to learn it. And more importantly, may Allah give us the tawfiq to implement it in our life. Because that was the sunnah of the Prophet and his followers, his Sahaba. So as you probably heard, I want to end with this, that people say that Hazrat Umar said that he learned Surah Baqarah in 13 years, something like that. 13 or something. And people say, what does that mean? He knew Arabic. He's talking about implementation. Implementations, whatever he learns. So one example would be Surah Baqarah has talks about divorce. Okay. Now we encounter this. Imam can tell you this is not an uncommon problem. Okay? But sometimes we are amazed at the level of ignorance we have. We have no clue how this process starts, how this ends. And it is laid down in Quran. We're not even talking about these. It's in Quran. So every step, has to be clear. It's just one example I'm using. Or zakat, we can use another example. So everything we have to understand what is in the Quran, and how do I understand it, and how do I implement it. That's probably the one thing. May Allah bless us to understand and implement it. Jazakumullah khair for listening. If I said anything right, it's only